our amazing small but mighty crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, here's my front row of all my friends who are still on Molly from Coachella. Yeah, maybe they'll stumble in, you guys, so be kind to them. I know the other comedians won't be. So I am Maggie Hyde, your host. I don't know if all of you heard me, but there is a lottery tonight, so if you're very brave or want to pull a prank on a friend, put your name in the hat with your email, and you might be up here. We will be very kind to you, I promise, and everyone will be very supportive. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a single mom. Woo. Oh. Alright, I wasn't sure about that. I thought you guys looked too happy to be parents out there. Yeah. But you know what, you guys, it's hard being a parent. I mean, you have to pretend to enjoy all the things your kids enjoy, like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But you know what, I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Yeah. And then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah, I know 4 sounds like a lot, you guys, and it is. But I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. As far as I know, it's still legal to laugh at that joke, you guys. But I think having kids is a lot more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. Yeah. I think he must be a first pancake over here. Yes, yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Me too, sir. Yeah, my condolences. In case you guys were wondering, my pancakes hate that joke. Especially my first pancake. You guys, she was so mad, she actually disinvited me from her wedding. And I was so sad. I was like, honey, you don't understand. You don't get redos of special days in life, like weddings, unless you're me. That's right, you guys. I've been married twice. It turns out you can actually get worse at something. Yeah, but I don't know about you guys. I mean, I think we learn a lot from our failures, right? Yeah, I think I have. But you know, I always think that there are awards for success, but where is the award for failure? I mean, that's an award I would really know how to accept. I'd be like, I'd like to thank my parents for all of their emotional neglect. And I'd really like to thank my children for never failing to be harder on me than they are on their father. But most of all, I'd like to thank myself for never failing to be a victim. Yes, yeah. Marriage is hard though, you know. At the end of my last marriage, I was willing to do anything to try to save it. You know, I learned to cook, I went to therapy, I even took a class on how to give a great blowjob. It's true, it's true. But I didn't really learn anything that technical, you guys, but I did learn that the secret to giving a great blowjob is pretending you like doing it. So I guess it was more of an acting class. You know what, my ex-husband is one of those tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theory guys, you know? The type, he's afraid of 5G and lizard people and commitment. You know what, I remember when conspiracy theories were niche, right? It doesn't feel like that way anymore. We've got Twitter files and lab leaks and UFOs. So my ex is having a field day. He keeps calling me up and being like, I was right. I was like, okay, fine. You were right about the aliens and I was right about the divorce. Yeah. Oh boy. Crazy times, you guys. Crazy times. You know, just gonna make a wild transition, you guys. It's that kind of night. Oh boy. Parenting has been hard the last period. It's always hard, but the pandemic and everything made it harder, and it really changed the way I parented. You know, we used to sit down to the table and say grace, and now we just say fuck it. It even changed the way I parented my older kids. I mean, with my 19-year-old son, I used to be like, when are you gonna stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you gonna come home with weed? Yeah, he is such a sweet kid, you guys. He goes to UCSC and he looks like he fell off a 1968 Grateful Dead bus. Yeah. Last Mother's Day, he came home and proudly presented me with a joint and was like, "It is my dream to get high with you." And I was like, "Oh, that is so sweet, honey. It's my dream to have abs. Some dreams are just dreams." Now go to your room so I can spark that thing. Yeah, my kids do not like it that I do comedy. I mean, the only thing that would be worse to them is if I did porn. Yeah, but I think then at least I can pay for their therapy. Right? So I've lived in Santa Monica a long time, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit new agey. Anybody else? No, not you, sir, with the long hair. You don't have a crystal in your... I know you have some tarot cards at home, right? No? Okay. No tarot cards? Are you going to tell on him? Yeah. Well, I admit it, I'm a little new agey, but you know what, you guys? I'm also practical. So I have crystals for my anxiety, and I take Xanax. And I get my house feng shui just in case it works, and I take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas in my house. I didn't mention I snort Xanax. But I think maybe this new agey stuff has gone too far. Because last week I walked in my 12-year-old daughter's room and she was leading her American Girl dolls in a pretend ayahuasca ceremony. Yeah, 12 in LA is like 30 anywhere else. Yeah, she doesn't want to go to summer camp. She wants to go to see Tony Robbins. Jeez. Oh boy. And she's really something. Your kids it's hard, they can really be mean, and sometimes it's hard not to stoop to their level. My 12-year-old Sadie at dinner the other day said to me, my older son was there, Jackson, she said, he's the funny one. He's the one who should be the comedian. And I'm like, oh yeah, and now he's the favorite. Yeah, no, I didn't. I said that in my head, you guys. Have you been getting a lot of packages lately? And by packages, I mean dick pics. No? Oh, you just don't want to say it in front of him, right? I feel you. Do you like dick pics? No. Okay, that's also because he's here, you guys. Because, I really like dick pics. I mean, they don't turn me on, but they do cheer me up. And I've seen some really creative ones. I've seen Jason photographed next to wine bottles and salad tongs, but by far my favorite was a dick photographed next to a bottle of Lysol. I was like, ooh, big and clean. Yeah, and I don't feel like I've been getting enough dick pics lately, so I give my number out at my shows. Can you guys help me with that? Can you take my number down, sir? It's 8675309. Do you guys know this number? You guys can help me out. Please sing if you want to. It's 8675309. 8675309. I'll scroll through your dick pics while I drink my wine. 8675309. I don't really think your girlfriend will mind. 8675309. Yeah, thank you guys. Yes. You didn't know you were getting impromptu karaoke tonight. I love to do that song at shows because if a guy thinks that's my real number, I know he's young enough for me. Yeah. I really do like dating younger guys, but you know what? There's always an expiration date because, they're bound to do something stupid, say something insensitive, get grounded. But I try to be really romantic with these guys, so I write them poetry. I mean, it's always the same poem, right? But I try. You guys want to hear it? Yeah, it's roses are red, violets are blue. I'm half your age, but I'll buy an Xbox for you. I am a little concerned. I bought 11 Xboxes this year, you guys. But there is one thing I really don't like. It's the term cougar. Did you know that this derogatory term for women who like to date younger guys is actually a Canadian import? It is. Yeah, and you thought they were the nice ones. I don't think so. And, you know, what I don't like about this term is it really implies that we're desperate and predatory, which we are, but that is not the point. The point is that there is not an equally derogatory term for men who like to do this. I mean, what should we call a man who does this? A Mormon? Leonardo DiCaprio? A man? Yes, I'm still working on that one. Come see me after the show if you have a better suggestion. Anyway, that is my cougar rant, you guys. I'm not just a mom, though. I'm also a dog mom. Any dog parents out there? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a crazy dog lady? Like, do you have dog birthday parties?
I would.
You would?
I haven't hit the 1 year.
I haven't. I haven't gone that far. But you know what? I did give my Chihuahua a quinceañera. As her adopted mom, I felt like I had to honor her heritage. But you know what? I actually think my boyfriend is jealous of my dogs because they sleep in my bed, I home cook their meals, and I actually love them. But you know what, you guys? I don't just have dogs, I actually have a zoo. I have 3 dogs and 3 cats. But that's why I don't have a husband. I only have a hot veterinarian who wishes I would stop texting him at 2 a.m. You know what, you guys, it's okay, the dogs are in the picture. But you know what? It's like I have the Brady Bunch of animals. And if we had a theme song, it would go something like this. There was a story about a divorced lady who was bringing up 3 very cuddly dogs. All of them were little bitches like their mother. The youngest one a cunt. Till the one day when the lady met 3 kittens who were living out on the streets all by themselves. Now they're all sleeping in her bed together, and that's the way her sex life came right to a halt. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. And that's it for me tonight, folks. And now you're